Good morning, folks. I woke up this morning with a different kind of energy, and I said, "Let me go pick and tend the sharecrop." Okay, so we had some dead squashes. We had the sugar baby that I left the other day. I came on to pick it, and I came to pick some more tomatoes. Some of them were starting to turn, and then one of them had some damage that had already mostly turned. So some say just get them all, just get most of them. So I left a couple for the sharecrop purposes because my aunt does like to fry green tomatoes. The bees are already out here fertilizing the new flowers. But what I'm doing is pulling weeds. See this? So I got to really kind of watch around the watermelons because I really want more watermelons. We only got like four or five, and they weren't even ripe yet. So I pulled this much weeds thus far in this area. Pulled out the old squash plants because they hadn't produced since that first production, and they pretty much gone. We got one over here that's coming back though. Let's see. This one isn't completely dead, but it's not producing flowers. And then this one was looking down and it came on back, but it's not. Look like I do see a little one under there. So it is starting to produce again. There's a little one under there. So it's starting to produce again. And then this plant is looking pretty spent. So I don't know. May pull that up today. I did pull 2 Cuban peppers. So I'm just going through and see, here's the cattle lilies. Free to all who anybody wants any. Because she's going to want to dig those up soon too. But I don't think, uh, yeah, she's going to definitely want to dig these up. And again, yesterday I saw those at Standard Feed for $9 each. You can get them for free. Don't forget that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to pick. When I get home, I'm going to show you my harvest. And I'm also going to show you the corn, and we may taste test it together. I picked one corn yesterday, and it was so funny. I walk in the house with the corn, and Cameraman was like, "Where did you get corn?" I say, "Boy, I've been growing corn in totes." So I will also show you that when I get home so that you can see that it is possible. And I got that one head so far, but it's like 10 others growing. And even though it's compact, small space, it's two different kinds of corn. And it's actually growing. It's working. So don't, give it a try. Give everything a try. Work with the space you have the best you can. So let me finish this up, get this stuff in the trash, and I'll see you back at the house. Bye bye. Stay tuned. I did a whole lot of weeding, made a whole lot of difference. I almost filled up a city trash can full of weeds. But oh my gosh, the tomatoes can breathe again. They're like Tony Braxton. Breathe again, breathe again, spread out. Some of them are already taller than me. So, and they're already putting on new fruit with new flowers. And I saw this weird looking lizard I was trying to capture for y'all, but I can't see him again. It had a shiny blue tail. It was metallic almost. And I thought that was the weirdest looking lizard, and y'all would love to see maybe next time, and maybe he'll be bigger the next time. So I did go ahead and prune back this squash to the nub. I hope you can see it because I'm so in the sun. So I pruned that back into the nub and left this alone. Gave everything more room. Look at all that room up under there. It was covered in weeds. I pulled up all the old squash that was pretty much spent. It was no saving that. It was done. But this one I just pruned back the real dead leaves. I went on and cut them back, and we're going to see if that'll come back. Wish I had some fresh soil. Maybe I'll bring some fresh soil by tomorrow. This little marigold still had some life on it, so I just set it in here still. I need to dig a hole to put it in there. But I pruned back some of the dead watermelon vines. I forgot that one though. But I found another watermelon, but I'll share that in the harvest. I still don't know what I planted, so whatever. I ate them. I eat them. And so, and I pruned back this and kind of got most of the dead leaves off. It was a whole dead stalk, and I'm thinking my lemon drop just didn't make it. It produced like a small one, but you know, I cut that open and I ate the flesh just to see, and I wish it would have matured. That's all I can say, because you know how you can taste something and tell if this was only sweet, if it had only finished, you know, you would have loved it. It would have been to die for. So I have those at home, so hopefully the ones at home will make it. But there's still some vines out here vining and doing their thing. They still have flowers on them, so we could still get new watermelons. So I'm holding on to hope, and we got a new space to plant more stuff. And we still have, I think the peppers weren't thriving because they were, you know, kind of crowded out. I did pick two, look like Cuban nails off the tallest one. But now that this is open, it's maybe competing with the weeds, so that's good. That's why you do eventually need the weed, because the weeds are sucking nutrients just like your food, so you need to go ahead and pull that. And this is another thing, see that comfrey over there, that comfrey, anything I sit comfrey next to, it just goes crazy. So but only mine at home, I can't move it because it's growing into the ground. And when I moved it, it did not like it. So it wants to stay where it is. Um, but if you got a comfrey, you know, put them in little pots and move them around. I don't know if they just kind of leach nitrogen into the ground near whatever they're growing, but it really does a good job. And over here, we have the 1,000 head kale. So I'm just going to leave that to winter. I'm just going to leave it to winter. Now I will go ahead and weed it real quick before I go, but I'm going to leave this till fall. And I believe it'll be fully established, ready to produce over and over and over again. So stay tuned for the harvest. This will be a long video, but I hope my garden people really enjoy it. And we'll be right back. Hello peeps, I'm back at the homestead garden. See, sometimes you just gotta try stuff. Don't listen to the naysayers, just try it. So I have my corn in totes, about 7 feet tall almost. Well, I'm 4'11", so yeah, 6-7 feet tall. Corn in totes. It's densely packed, yes it is. But I picked the corn off here yesterday, and I may be able to pick 2 more today. So I'm going to open that one up, make sure it's fully developed. But they say when the husks are starting to brown like that, it's the time to pull it. So this is one of those small space things that you just got to give it a try. If you don't have much space, you could still grow your food. And now I see many corns forming. All this up here is probably going to turn into corn. Plus I have many on the bottom, like there's one. It's several on the bottom. Some over there. So it will still grow. These are the peas. I'm struggling with these peas. These are the peas and the beans. Now these are the black beans that I planted from Walmart. They're doing amazing. These peas are not doing that great. Then you got the sweet potatoes doing awesome. And if you know when we can start eating the leaves, please place it in the comments below, because I do want to try the leaves for smoothies and stuff. So I would like some assistance with that. Look, all these, they so compact. They so full. They probably need air. They probably need space. But they are still producing. I really do need to harvest a little bit over here too. But today's agenda, and see up here, the buckets. I went on ahead and dropped some peas in there this week because that died off. And I dropped some peas in there this week because that Black Beauty zucchini never made it. But I may drop a seed in the front pot so that I can have some black beans, some zucchinis anyway. It's still not too late for that, because our summers are long and they can still grow. So The Look at that comfrey over here. This is my home comfrey. So yesterday I took a few leaves off, and since we're about to have rain, I just broke them up and put them in the like broke one or two leaves up and put little pieces of leaves on top of over the buckets over there. Um, Look at those onions. So they are tight. Yes, and they may not get as big because they're tight. My garden mentor was over here the other day, and she spread some of these out. Found the littlest ones and moved those around. So those may get a little bit bigger because they have more room. This is the agenda for today. I'm emptying this. I hope this is not poison ivy over here, but I'm going to have my gloves on. I'm going to clear this bed. Nothing did well here. I'm going to I'm going to try to amend the soil. Put a little extra bag of soil or something. I don't know. But I'm going to plant the onions that I got from Walmart in here. Just make a whole bed of onions. And over here, we still got our carrots. We got plenty of carrot tops to eat, because that's a new discovery for me. Watching other YouTubers, Helen H over there, she said that you can eat the tops. I'm like, oh wow, I got plenty of food. So, and I did Google some smoothie recipes using the carrot tops. So this is over here. It's fine. I thin. So what I do, I think I lost that footage the last time. So what I do is if you feel around, you can feel if there's a big enough carrot. Just stick your hand next to them and feel around. See, like right there, you can feel if the carrot is big enough. So I'm not feeling big enough carrots. So if I find one in the area that's big, I go ahead and pull that one, and that's what I use that day. So it makes room for the others to grow, because these can stay in the ground for 30 days past the harvest date, and even longer than that. So this is my shameful place, and I got to clean all this up. This is wasted space right now that I could have my lettuce growing in or something. So I'm going to just pull my chives out the corner that's been here for years. They don't go anywhere. I'm going to pull those and put them in this bed, and then I'm going to get rid of all this other garbage. Just a bunch of weeds that just went crazy. Getting rid of that. Cleaning out that pot with my calamondin and my mulberry that I clipped off of somebody else's tree. But I'm going to clean all this up, and I wanted to pressure wash the back patio and get it a little bit neater back here, because if I actually turn this whole contraption with the bricks and the 2x4s, if I turn it around to go that way, it'll be shadier enough in the heat of the summer to actually grow lettuce. So that's the goal for today, or this, let's say this week. Today I'm working on this. We're going to have some rain this week. I want to get the onions in the ground, work on this whole bed, get this cleaned up. Don't waste any space when you are limited on your space. So get this to work, and I'll be back with that harvest. Whew, I was tired, boss. I've cleaned this out, planted all the viable onion sets in those clearance onions from Walmart. When I was cleaning it out, I found all of these beets. I think they're mostly beets. It might be a few radishes. I also went up front and harvested these Sweet 100 5-year-old seeds. Don't throw those seeds away. I did add some soil to this. I just sprinkled Miracle Grow. I didn't feel like doing a real big amenity job. I'll put some 511 in it later. I'm tired. I am tired. But I am going to I will show you. Actually, I'll make the thumbnail a picture of the total harvest for today. I do thank you for watching. I do hope that if you like my content, you will hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I teach you how to work around and garden in your HOA. There is no excuse. I also garden at a share crop at my aunt's house. So it's all kinds of ways to garden in order to feed you and your family. So I do thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you the next time. Have a great day. Plant a seed, plant a seed, plant a seed. Bye-bye.